Welcome back to AM. Great to have you with us. Just gone 16 away from 9 now. If you're a homeowner in Auckland, well, you might just be in luck. Some experts are thinking that a property market boom could be just around the corner. At least it is recovering. We know that for sure. And thanks to our partners at Property Apprentice, owner and financial advisor Debbie Roberts is here with some new numbers this morning. Debbie, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Lovely to see you.
Nice to see you too.
So what have you been looking at?
Well, I was trying to work out which part of the country would be the first to boom and have the strongest boom. And I suspected it was going to be between Auckland, Queenstown, Wellington and Hamilton. And when I looked at the data, clear winner, Auckland. Absolutely.
Really?
And for a number of different reasons. And obviously it depends on which side of the fence you're on as to whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing. But yeah, for homeowners in Auckland, you're about to get some significant increases and probably have had already. So this is the reason why. It's all about supply and demand. Okay. Now we have with the demand side of things, Auckland outperforms the rest of the country as far as housing confidence, according to the latest ASB housing survey. So highest confidence was in Auckland. When it comes to supply, we've actually seen nationwide a significant decrease in the number of building consents that have been issued over the last 12 months. And when I say significant, it's been a drop of about 37% from September last year to end of September this year. So pretty significant on the supply side. Demand, population's increased massively.
Immigration?
Yep, absolutely. So about 118,000 more people in New Zealand now than last year because of net migration. And about 60% of them tend to settle in Auckland. So that's about 71,000 more people living in Auckland now than this time last year. And an average of about 3 people per dwelling. That means that in Auckland we needed another 24,000 dwellings. 17,000 consents were issued in that time frame. So that means that's 6,700 less than what we need in Auckland. And just remember, consents being issued doesn't necessarily mean an increase in houses by the same number, because sometimes consents can be issued and not built. Or a building consent could be issued, but the house is going to get knocked down and a new one built. So, you know.
So where do those people go?
Exactly. Like, this is why there's been an increase in prices because of that supply and demand.
A 6,000 deficit in the new builds. And then also there's been a very slow coming onto the market of existing homes too.
So let's have a look at that, those stats. There's been almost twice as many properties sold in Auckland in October than there were in January this year. So dramatic increase in the number of properties sold. In January, there was 31 weeks of unsold inventory. Like if real estate agents got no new listings, it'd take them 31 weeks to get rid of everything. Now it's 24. So there's, you know, properties have been selling and not enough coming on the market. Days to sell, 57 at the end of January, 36 at the end of October. So they're selling faster, and we're not getting enough stock. Median prices since January.
Yeah, this is the crunch time. So what is it for Auckland, starting with Auckland, the increase since January to now in median prices?
10.3%. 10.3% increase. So that brings us back to, I'm just looking at my notes here, that brings us back to about 2 months before the peak of the boom levels, you know, median values, 2 months before the peak of the boom.
That's caught up quickly.
Who was second and third on your list?
Oh, I don't know who was third. I didn't get that far. But because second, like, so Auckland at 10.3% median price increases. Canterbury was second with 6.24%. So quite a way behind. But yeah, still great for those in Canterbury that are thinking of selling their properties.
Debbie, that is, well, I love it when you do numbers.
Oh, thanks. I love numbers.
I find that fascinating. Thank you very much for that information this morning. Really appreciate it. That's thanks to our partners at Property Apprentice, owner and financial advisor Debbie Roberts. It is 11 minutes away from 9 o'clock.